Well, it has been a very up and down stretch all across western New York, and we had the rain last night, we had the sun this morning, and then the rain this afternoon, and now it's calming down, but it's also cooling down. And as we look ahead to the next week, it's really a little bit of everything. There's sun, there's wind, there's rain. There are really warm temperatures, and then there are also really cold temperatures for tomorrow too. So really living up to the hype as we head into the next couple of days. Lots to keep track of here, but it is definitely going to have that up and down feel for sure. Let's show you one example of that. Temperature should be right around 48 degrees for this time of year. Here we go, warming up to the mid 50s on Monday, cooling down just a little bit for Tuesday, and then Wednesday. It's not a misprint. It's not an April Fool's joke. We are getting up to about 70 degrees, and then we cool down with a strong cold front for Thursday back into the 40s. It is going to be pretty windy on Thursday as well. So that does look like a roller coaster to me for sure. And in terms of storm reports that we had from this afternoon, it was really wide ranging. Everything from Allegheny County back towards Cattaraugus and Chautauqua counties, even into southern Erie County, and also those little dots in northern Pennsylvania. That's where they had more in terms of down trees and wires, especially in Warren, Potter, and McKean counties. But again, you notice that this was really kind of just all over. Mayville had down trees and wires early in the afternoon. Certainly around Bemis Point, Chautauqua Lake. There were other instances of damage there as well. McKean in northern PA, you were dealing with down trees and wires there earlier this afternoon as well. And in Springville, we had reports of down trees and wires. So again, power was an issue this afternoon and into the evening, and certainly down trees, especially since the ground is so saturated. It doesn't take much, especially if you have a yard that's, well, a little squishy, shall we say, at this point. So in terms of what's going on for tonight, it is going to get a lot cooler because of that northwesterly wind. You'll notice that it's working in from up north from Canada, spilling into our region. Now watch the cloud cover. That's that white that you see here. As that front kind of clears western New York, notice the clearing begins during the overnight while many of us are sleeping, but by the time we get to Sunday morning, it is all sunshine. So really nice conditions as we head throughout the day. It's a nice start. It's going to look nicer than it actually feels because we do have really breezy conditions at times, plus the colder air. It's not going to feel all that warm, but again, there will be brilliant sunshine. This is why I'm calling for all sun. Don't do it very often. You'll see it in the 7-day forecast. Normally, I'm a little conservative in terms of how much sunshine we get, but this is wall-to-wall sunshine on Sunday, and it's going to stay this way pretty much until about 5, 6 o'clock before things really start to cloud up. You'll notice some more clouds working in, but really by Sunday night, that's when we'll start to have any significant cloud cover working its way back into western New York. And then Monday, we'll start the day on the cloudy side, but we will see a few breaks of sun here and there. Notice one pocket here early Monday morning. We'll get into more clearing as we head throughout the day. But we have to keep our eye on some showers that will work its way through as we head towards the afternoon. By about 3, 4 o'clock, some of these showers will start to creep on in. And we do have a southwesterly wind for Monday, so that does bump temperatures up. That's why we get into the mid 50s on Monday compared to where we are on Sunday. Definitely looking like the southern tier will have the better chance for some rain showers, brushing Wyoming and southern Erie County, but Monday looking a little bit unsettled as we head towards the afternoon and evening. So temperatures also are really key here because you're going to notice that this runs the gamut. We're going to have even teens on this map at certain points, up to the 50s, and let's just kind of put it in motion. So by Sunday morning, it is really cold, especially Olean, Wellsville, over towards Franklinville, Ellicottville included. You're in the upper teens. We're in the mid 20s here in Buffalo. So a cold start to the day for sure. You probably will have to scrape off your car windshield, or you just remote start it earlier, but by around noon, it's still cold out there for sure. We will start to warm things up, getting closer to that mid 30, upper 30 degree range by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. It's going to take some time to get there, though. We have to work through pretty much 2/3 of the day before we kind of see any improvements. And then temperatures will cool down briefly on Sunday night. This is probably where we're going to cool down the most, into the upper 20s briefly, but by Monday at 2 a.m., temperatures start to increase once again. So we're into the 30s, and even some areas by the lake in Dunkirk right near the low 40s will warm things up. This is 8 o'clock on Monday. Temperatures these are normally daytime highs as we head into the April season, in the month of April. So not really expecting that, but look at that big surge in temperatures. Certainly a little warmer for areas in the southern tier. Warsaw, areas away from the lake, you're going to pick up on some of those warmer conditions. So certainly areas as you head over towards Alfred, Belfast, up towards Batavia, warmer conditions for you on Monday, but even areas like Buffalo will get into the mid 50s. And we don't cool down all that much. It's actually going to be pretty mild on Monday night. Even those overnight lows don't cool down to the freezing mark. So we're hanging on to some of those milder conditions, and definitely look at that. Expect some fog as we head into Monday night, Tuesday morning. And then let's look at Tuesday, because this is where things do cool down. So it kind of peaks in terms of warmth on Tuesday a little early, and then we'll cool down. But again, this is the kind of the funky trend here where it's going to be a little cooler for areas up north on Tuesday. Areas in the southern tier kind of get this little bump in temperatures. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get to about 51, 52 degrees in the southern tier, and then things will start to really kind of ramp down in terms of what to expect. So winds out of the north, they'll gust to about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Really not too much of an issue. On Sunday, we'll put a little bit of a chill in the air, but once we get towards Sunday night, the winds start to shift. They're moving out of the south, and then eventually they're directly out of the south. And once they gust to about 20 to 25 miles per hour, that's where we have those warmer temperatures kind of sinking in, because all of that air is moving over land from Pennsylvania right into our region. Some of those downsloping winds will start to kind of warm our region up. And then by Monday, in the late morning, early afternoon, those winds shift to the southwest, and also that still pumps in warm air, but it will be gusty on Monday for sure. That's something to keep in mind, where those gusts could be as strong as 35 miles an hour. And then as we head towards Tuesday, it looks like we could be dealing with some more gusts as we head towards Tuesday afternoon, but they're not going to be too strong. Certainly a little more noticeable as we head towards the middle part of the day, but then Wednesday and Thursday also looking pretty gusty as well. So lots to get through. But yeah, we're calling tomorrow all sun. Temperatures in the mid 30s, even the upper 30s for many areas. It will take some time for us to get there, though. For Monday, we'll have showers as we head towards the afternoon and evening. The mid 50s is where we're kind of just going to settle down. And then as we head into Tuesday, it's not as warm on Tuesday as it is on Monday, but we just cool down a little bit. And then Wednesday, there comes that big surge of warmth, really looking at a big time warm up, close to 70 degrees. It's short lived because that cold front works its way through. What's behind it is a clearer sky, but we do have colder temperatures on the way as we get into the upper 40s for Thursday. This is right around where we should be for this time of year in terms of averages. So 48 is a little more on target than anything we've had for the first half of the week. And then for Friday and Saturday, generally hanging right around average for this time of year. So a pretty calm end to the week. So I know a lot of people are off as we head into this week with the kids. I would say that certainly Tuesday and Wednesday, are your days for indoor activities, even if it is going to be warm because it's windy and wet. The tail end of the week looks like it's great for outdoor activities. And then we take you to the south towns and the southern tier. Again, it's a little warmer for areas in the south towns, but it's definitely warmer in the southern tier. So temperatures in the upper 30s, near 40 on Sunday. On Monday, notice the temperature difference, not all that stark, but definitely on Tuesday, some areas really could reach the mid to even upper 50s, and then 70 on Wednesday for the southern tier, 68 for south towns. And then for Thursday, again, a little warmer in the southern tier, getting that bump in terms of temperatures, a little cooler as we head into Friday, and Saturday looks dry at this point, but a lot of, nice and comfortable conditions throughout the week. Only a few blips in this forecast, but it will be breezy too. I really want to stress that it's going to be windy across western New York. Thanks for tuning in.